All right, Shalom. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start off by saying, Call halal, la habanawa, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Marakah Kodash. And double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and rule well. Peace and blessings and citation to the hopeful elect, the Bayath, Dawadah, the house of David. All right, so I got this article pulled up here. All right. And it says the European Union to replace passport stamps with new biometrics system. So let's go into the word biometrics. Okay. We're just going to go into let's go into the etymology. Let's see if it brings it up. Biometric. It says pertaining to biometry, right? Which is biometry, the word forming to have to do with or having the nature of being, made of or cause or similar to. All right. The manner of pertaining to the source. All right. So biometry. All right. So it says the calculation of life. It says later the application of mathematics to the study of biology, right? Biometer, right? Really meaning it's the study of the body, all right? So, in a sense, here it is. It says the study of action and forces on the body, all right? Bio, meaning the element, meaning the makeups of, or especially in the specific compounds, meaning life, or life and, or bio, or biological, or biological, all right? And metrics in the names of science or disciplines, all right? You know, what they have written here. Matters relevant to or as titles or trustees about them. Okay. Metrics. Okay, or X. So bio is the element or studies of the body. Okay. So pretty much it's the study of the body. All right, so that study of the body is consists with what? Microchip, which is the RFID microchip. All right, so this is just a what you call, once again, predictive programming, and getting you ready for what you call this RFID microchip. Steps next to the chip, which is the mark of the beast. All right, facial recognition and many different other things, and so on and so forth. All right, with this chip eye retina scans and everything else showed you in these movies like Demolition Man years and years and years and years ago. All right, they showed you these things. All right, they've been prepping you for this. Okay, which was prophecy. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is he's working on the left hand side, prepping you for this here. Okay, which is using Esau, Edom to fulfill prophecy. All right, prophecy must be fulfilled. All right. It says initially planned for 2024, but delayed. The EES is now scheduled to launch on October 12, 2025, with full operational status by April 10th, 2026. All right, so when you look at this, so when you break this number down right here, so 2026, so 6 and 7, that equals 8. All right, 6 and 7 equals 8, and another 2 on there would be 10. Okay, would equal the number 10 when you break that down. All right, So 5 and 7, which is 7, and then the 2 would make 9 right there. So by April 10th, 2026, so right, let's break this down. So April is the 4th month, all right, which would be considered the 4th month. So 04/10/2026. All right, so like I said, 2026, all this adds up to 10. So 10, 4, 10, and 10. All right, so 4, 10, 10. It would be that would be 14. That would be 24. So 4 and 2, which is 6. Wow, that's crazy. Which is the number 6. When you add all of that up, which would equal the number 6. Okay, so hey man, and then like I added, when you add all of that up, like I added up the date, the year, and the month. I added it all up. All right, but when you add up 2026, you get 10 out of 2026, which is a completion, which is a 7 or 7, and also completion, which is 10. All right, which is, I showed you in a video about the numbers. The Lord deals with numbers, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushua deals with numbers. All right. So let's just go ahead and read this. The bristles. All right. The European Union (EU) is moving forward with phasing out traditional passport stamps for foreign visitors and replacing them with a digital biometric system. This major shift will begin rolling out on October 12, 2025. It says impacting travelers entering the SCH via air, sea, and land borders. Okay, it says the EU entry or exit systems of the EES aims to streamline border checks for non-EU nationals at major airports like Paris Charles and CDG. In Frankfurt Airport, the FRA, visitors will undergo fingerprinting and facial recognition scans instead of receiving manual passport stamps. There you go. This is it right here. This is showing you all the facets of this system of this system. All right, which is the system of the beast. Okay, showing you all facets and forms of a new world order, or steps, which is steps towards the mark of the beast. Gradual steps towards the mark of the beast, because one day this is going to happen soon, to where it's going to be our cash is no longer able to be in use. They did it where they taking, all right, where they're, I guess, taking away the penny, all right, or took away the penny, or the penny is really not that strong, really, anymore. The penny is really taken away. I've noticed this, right, when you go to, let's say if you go to the train station, right, and you go and pay for train fare, right, and you use a penny in the paying for the train fare system, or paying for your ticket to get on the train, or whatever the case may be, or a bus ticket, or whatever the case may be. The penny, it doesn't go through on using it. You have to use the silver, which they're going to take away the silver as well. Like I said, they're going to take away the coins and the money. All that was a test run during COVID. All right. You see? But let's continue on. All right. It says the European. Where we at? The European Union passport stamps. This thing keep popping up. The European Union is implementing the entry or exit stamp system EES to modernize and secure border control processes for third country nationals entering. That come man, it's really what you call totalitarianism or control. All right, a total facet of control, which is really bringing in what you call a one world government. All right, this is what this is all about. All right, initially planned for 2024 but delayed, the EES is now scheduled for launch on October 12, 2025, with full operational status by April 10, 2026. And I broke that down what April 10, 2026 equals out to. All right. Okay. And then the actual 2026 equals out to 10. And then it's funny how the date is 10. And then it's funny how the month is 4, which is April. All right. Okay, it says the EES replaces the traditional practice of stamping passports with a comprehensive biometric process that digitally records the traveler's identity and movements upon entry. Visitors will provide fingerprints, facial recognition data. The biometric information is securely stored and to conform both entry and exit, and officially automating tracking within the segregate zone. All right, the Sackergen zone. Sorry, the Sackergen zone, Slovakia. It says travelers with biometric passports already standard in countries like the United States since 2007 will benefit from faster clearance via self-service passport control lanes. These lacking biometric passports will face manual processing and resulting in longer wait times. See, so they pushing you towards this chip, man. They pushing you towards this RFID microchip, man. You want to go out of state, you want to go out of country, you want to come into the country, you got to have that microchip, man. Okay? This is what they're pushing. This is just nothing but predictive programming, man. This is getting you ready for the RFID chip to be physically put upon you, man. Which is Karagma, man. I'm gonna go to it. We're gonna go to it, man. Because this is all this is, man. This is all this is. It says the EH, all right, the EH Home Affairs. What is that? Commissioner emphasized the comprehensive nature of the rollout, stating, "At every airport, harbor, and road into Europe, we will have digital border controls. It is goodbye to passport stamping and hello to digital checks." You see that? It says the EES in the ETIAS or the ESTIS, understanding the difference. All right, the European Travel Information and Authorization Systems, another significant development in the EU border security. All right. It says ESTIS are expected to be implemented by April 2026, will require travelers from 60 or visa accept countries to obtain prior travel authorization before entry. The dual system strengthens the EU's, which is the European Union, border management by combining the EES tracks entries and exits using biometrics. Study of the body, man. All right, study of the body. So this is gonna come into play, man. Bio meaning the study, the metrics meaning like I said, the length of it, meaning, it says pre-screens travelers for security risk before they arrive. Both systems aim to enhance security and reduce illegal immigration and streamline border processes. So pretty much what Donald Trump was doing when ICE is coming upon right now, they're going to concentration camps. All right, they're not getting our brothers. All right, or the Southern Kingdom. All right, is not getting shipped back to their countries, man, or their so-called countries. The Israelites. All right, those Israelites are not getting shipped back to their country. Okay, they're going there to be chipped. They're going there to be chipped and tried. Okay, that's a part of their rollout. This is a part of their rollout, man. And this is why I see this going on. This is why ICE is coming at the Northern Kingdom. All right. Okay. So let's continue on. It says benefits and practical implications for travelers. While some travelers enjoy collecting passport stamps as souvenirs, and frequently flyers often find them cumbersome, especially when passports fill up quickly. They ship to biometric verification offers several advantages. It says enhanced security against documented fraud and illegal stays. It says faster border processing with automated e-gates, reduce manual interventions at checkpoints. Airports such as Amsterdam, the AMS, and the Madrid are preparing their infrastructure for these digital systems, aiming to optimize passenger flow and minimize bottlenecks. Bottom line, the European Union's move to replace passport stamps with biometric marks are pivotal modernization of its border security framework. It says by October 2025, foreign travelers can expect a digital enhanced and more efficient entry process across the Schengen zone, complemented by the upcoming ESTIS requirement. It says through implementation, timeless can shift these incentives. Signal the EU's commitment. Oh man, you knocked me up out of there. Slovakia. Slovakia. Where was we at? Let's see if let me get back to where I was. All right, here we go. It says through implementation, timelines can shift these incentives and signal the EU's commitment to advance security and streamline border management. Stay tuned with us. Further follow us. All right, so that's it on that's it on that. All right, that's it on that. So let's go here to the scriptures. Let's go here to Revelation. Let's go here to Revelation, the 3rd chapter, and the 10th verse. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation. What's the hour of temptation? This chip, man. All right? This chip. Let's go and read it. Let's go and read this in the NLT. Let's compare them in the NLT. We're going to show you here. All right. Revelation 3, and let's go down here to 10. So this is the King James Version on this side. This is the new version. It says, because you have obeyed my command to preserve, I will protect you from the great time of testing that will come upon the whole world to test those who belong to this world. right? To belong to this world. Read over here in the King James, right? Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation. Like we've been telling you, the mark of the beast. All right, Jacob's trouble. All right, which is coming with the mark of the beast. Jacob's trouble. All hell is about to break loose here in America real soon, bro. All hell is about to break loose here in Babylon the Great. All right. I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world, all right, to try them that dwell upon the earth. And let's see what all the world, let's see what this world is right here. And this world, which I know what it is, okay, oinkomeni, right? Oinkomeni, okay, which is the inhabitant of the earth. All right, the inhabitant of the earth. Wow, look at that. Whoa. The Roman Empire, all the subjects of the empire. The whole inhabitant of the earth, the world. The inhabitants of the earth, men, the universe, the world. All right? Me. Okay, so let's go back here. Let's go back. All right, so Revelation. Let's go to Revelation, the 13th chapter. Revelation, the 13th chapter. And like we keep going, this you're gonna make plenty of videos on this. It's gonna be sometimes it's gonna be the same video, the same video, the same video. But this is what this is about. This is showing you that prophecy has happened. This is the Most High speaking. Okay. So Revelation 13 in verse we'll start at 15 again. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. The fourth beast, all right, which is revitalized, brought back. Why? Renaissance, rebirth. All right, Esau's system coming back into power with the ancient pagan Roman Empire, which is the modern day Babylon the Great. All right, as the Bible speaks about, which is AKA America. All right, ran by NATO and the EU. All right. Okay, which all is conspirees, all right, or his constituents, or all the kings, all right, which you got, Kim Jong-un and all of them and everybody all around. But see, what they think is, Esau is going to be brought to the border, okay? Esau is going to be brought to the border, okay? They all gonna want to burn this. They all gonna want to burn this beast, man, which is Babylon the Great, okay, aka America. All right, so let's continue on here. It says, "In the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak." Right? How's the image of the beast gonna speak? Like I told you, through his legislation, through passing off many different laws and secret laws, which coming from the elites, the super elite. Small hats and so on and so forth, all right, which is coming really out of the Vatican, coming really from NATO and the EU, all right, because America is part of that NATO and the EU, all right. You had the first six a part of their treaty. You had the Treaty of Rome, all right, and so on and so forth, all right. It says, and they try to offset prophecy by trying to add all these other different nations. All right. But they're not going to offset prophecy. Prophecy is what there is when it speaks about the kings of the earth. Okay. It says, and he calls them all, both small, Salakia, latter verse. It says, latter verse of 15, Salakia. And cause that as many that would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Right. The image of the beast should be killed. Okay. That's totalitarianism, total control, one world government. All right. From the super elites, really from the small hats. All right. Because why? They're trying to play the Lord's. They trying to play us. All right, they trying to be us. They're trying to rule. They're trying to rule the world. All right, they're trying to be the Israelites, which they're not. The people of God. They're not us. All right, there's no prophecy that fits them. And I'm talking about the small hats. There's no prophecy that fit them. Not one bit. All right. The only prophecy that fit them is that they're fulfilling what the Most High is doing. All right. That's the only prophecy that's going to fit, which is Esau, Edom. All right. Which is the Edomites. Okay. They're fulfilling their prophecy of being the wicked. All right. Which the wicked will go into captivity, right along with the other nations. All right. Which is Esau, Edom. All right. Adawam, meaning red. All right. Or Shashua, wasted away is he. Okay. Verse number 16 says, he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. Right. Free and bond. Those who are free, those who are locked up, rich and poor, which is of high standard, small and great, right, of this society. Okay. The only ones who are not going to take this chip is the super elite. All right. But those that are under the super elite, they're going to take the chip. All right. They're going to take the chip. Okay. The ones who are set up as puppets in this system of America. All right. Who work for the small hats, underneath the small hats, so on and so forth. All right. Work for the Rothschilds, Rockefellers, and so on and so forth, the Knights Templars, and everything of that nature, man. All right, they're all going to take that. They're all going to end up taking that chip, and the Most High is going to blow this place back to smithereens with the missiles, and Yahushua when he comes back with the host, which is the angels. All right, and they're going to send down the concentrated fire and burn this motherfucker, man. All right, and burn this whore, which is Babylon the Great, and simultaneously scarcely deliver the elect. All right, to be beamed up into the chariots, man. All right. So verse 17, it says, "And that no man might buy or sell." Right, because you ain't gonna be able to buy and sell with cash, because cash is gonna be done away with. They're gonna explicate. All right, they're gonna explicate the cash. Okay, they're gonna tell you that it's no longer good. It's no longer efficient. All right, it's no longer needed. It says, and he called, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that have the mark. Right, that have the mark. So you gotta have the mark. All right, so if anybody out there is teaching otherwise than this, then they going off. If they're not teaching with the elders and the apostles of GMS is teaching, then they going off, man. All right, you going off. You're going off. All right, because this is prophecy happening right now before your eyes. And if you can't see it, the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is not dealing with you. And it's just that simple. They're not dealing with you, because you would be able to see this. And then the elect is going to furthermore see it anyway, because the Lord is dealing with them, because they have been chosen, all right, to get it. Okay, it says, let him that haveth understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. Right, for it's the number of, and that's this system. That's Esau, Edom. Right, Esau, Edom. Okay, who's the king of Babylon right now? Donald Trump. All right, but he takes orders from the super elite. Just like how the Roman Empire was set up. Just like how Herod took orders from the emperor who was over him in the Roman Empire. Forgot his name, by the way. Okay, which I think was I think at the time. Well, I know at the time Tiberius Julius Caesar was the emperor when Yahushua was around. All right, when that's who gave the order to Pontius Pilate to put Yahushua to death. All right. All right, so let's end the rest of this right here, and we're just going to close. It says, and understand and count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 600, 6. All right, so like I said, that RFID microchip, which is the product, universal product code of America, is 666. All right, which was created by a guy named, I think it was George Joseph Laura or John Joseph Laura. All right, George Joseph Laura, I think it is. That created that universal product code, which is found throughout Babylon the Great, all right, which is going to be in process and silicated in that grain of rice in that RFID chip. All right. Okay. So, hey, with that, I want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Arakar Kodash, and double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and well, peace and blessings and citations to the hopeful elect, the Bayath, Dawadah, the House of David, Shalom, Baba Ball.